Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more InsaneParents. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten will convince you. And random fact about my cat society is that there is one cult where they managed to kidnap some random person, and that person was made into their cult leader. And also, before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So his first post here says, "My dad sent me this after I showed him my disdain for all of his abusive behavior towards our family." And OP goes on to say, for context, his sister is a mental health professional who he's been speaking to for advice recently. I can only assume he is not telling her the full story, and he is taking whatever advice she gives him out of context and uses them to justify not changing his toxic behaviors. And for background, my mom divorced him after 20 years of manipulation and financial abuse, but he maintains that he's never done anything wrong and that he is just misunderstood. This was just a particular egregious snippet of a long discussion that essentially boiled down to several of us going low contact because of his toxic tendencies make it impossible to have him in our lives, despite our best efforts. We have communicated very clearly and extensively that the way he has behaved, it makes us feel, and he thinks everyone is just completely hysterical for it and that he is just a scapegoat. Oh, this should be interesting. And this person here says, "This is all fitting a perfect mold, honestly. His sister consoles a lot of divorcing families, and it's typical for the dad to assume the mantle of villain to make the processing easier for everyone. I guess it's just my cross to bear for a while, to be the whipping boy, the pariah, the bad guy. It is one more thing that I will do for my children that will be unseen and unsung." And OP here says, "You are delusional." And for this person, I'm gonna probably give this person probably a 45 out of 50. Person, you gotta understand, if you want to improve, you're kinda gonna have to change some things. And maybe it's good for you to do some self-reflection and figure out what is going wrong and what can you do to improve. Because you're not going to improve if you continue to just stay the course like this. And trust me, we all need self-improvement. I need it, and even the person watching this video needs self-improvement at one point or another in their lives. It's just human nature. And this next post here says, "Jesus Christ." And OP goes on to say, "Found this on r/Strange Parents groups and thought you would enjoy it." And this person here says, "It's been 10 years now since hearing from my daughter. I did a background check and know where she lives and her job." I'm pretty sure that might get you a restraining order. Or I'm pretty sure that would probably get most people restraining orders, but anyways, this person goes on to say, "I am convinced she'll never come around. She was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and I don't know if that's the reason or not. Here's my question to the group. What about inheritance? Are you going to leave your estate to a child who refuses to communicate with you? I hope I'm not breaking any rules by asking this." Well, person, I really don't think your daughter's gonna care, either way. And I'm gonna probably give this probably maybe a 45 out of 50. Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe stalking is the more correct word for what you're doing to your daughter. And yeah, I really don't think your daughter's gonna care about if you're gonna leave the estate to her or not. I mean, seriously, I don't think she's gonna care at all. And this next post here from Stuff Mom Group says, "Is this not completely weird? The comments did not go as planned." And this person here says, how do you make your stepson stop calling you by your first name? I'm having a baby, and it's made me think about our family's communication dynamics and how they might evolve. My stepson currently calls me by my first name, which has been fine up until now. However, with my own child on the way, I've started thinking about the implications of him using my name, and I would prefer it if he didn't use that anymore. To be clear, I am not particular about being called Mom or any other title by my stepson. Well, it kinda sounds like you are, my friend. Anyways, this person goes on to say, I don't have strong feelings about it, and I have never made an issue of it, but what does matter to me is what my own son will grow up hearing, and I would rather he not get used to hearing my name all the time. As my own child grows and develops, I want to establish clear boundaries and habits that will benefit our relationship and our family dynamic. I would prefer to encourage my stepson to use a different term when addressing me, simply for the sake of my child's own habits and relationships in the future. It's not about being formal or informal, it's about creating a clear distinction between our relationships and avoiding any potential confusion or habits that might be hard to break later on. I think this small adjustment will make a big difference in the long run. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna probably give this like maybe a 35 out of 50. I mean, this one isn't too bad if I'm being perfectly honest, and it's not like this person is asking for anything that big, and that's kind of why this person's getting a really low rating. And I've seen much worse than this. I mean, this person isn't asking, like, for full-on $1 million or anything like that. And I guess this is kind of something that maybe could be worked on. And yeah, I guess maybe you could kind of see it both ways, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm kind of personally leaning on this one isn't too insane and is kind of actually a bit reasonable. But I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers